Background Coffee Kahfi. Coffee Kahfi is a unique coffee shop located in Perlis. This cafe represents of traditional coffee culture and modern cafe trend. The word Kupi is meaning coffee and Kahfi from Arabic is meaning cave. The cafe was founded by Mr. Suhaib bin Yaqub and also been operation since March 2023. The owner inspiration for operating a cafe inside a cave from his family land. The cafe has only 3 employees. Okay, now we move to problem statement. Liquidity crisis. Liquidity crisis when a firm or financial statement has inadequate cash of liquid asset to meet its financial obligation. The current ratio of a 1.23 below the industry average of a 1.80. Coffee Kahfi performed better in the term of liquid ratio, which is 0.78 against the industry average of 0.70. The overall liquidity remains less than ideal. The difference between the current ratio and the liquid ratio suggests that a high position of Coffee Kahfi current asset is tied up in inventory, which is a 10,200 ringgit.
Kupi Kahfi's leverage is very conservative, with a debt to equity ratio of 0.12 and a debt ratio of 10.51%, both significantly below industry average. This conservative approach minimizes financial risk but may limit growth and expansion opportunities, particularly for projects requiring external funding. Heavy reliance on internal funds could hinder the company's ability to capitalize on market opportunities. Overutilization of assets could lead to strain and a need for reinvestment to maintain operational capacity. Dependence on high margins for profitability makes the company vulnerable to fluctuations in the raw material costs, production costs, or competitive pressures, which could impact overall financial performance.
The sum financial ratio for Kupi Kahfi. This ratio will help us understand the company's financial performance compared to the industry average. Let's start with a liquidity ratio. Based on the table, current ratio for Kupi Kahfi is 1.23 times. This is slightly below the industry average of 1.80 times. So, that means the cafe might have a slightly lower capacity to meet short-term debts. The quick ratio for Kupi Kahfi is 0.78 times, which is slightly higher than the industry average of 0.70 times. So, the Kupi Kahfi has a slightly better ability to pay off immediate debt using its assets. Next, we have efficiency or activity ratio. Total asset turnover ratio for Kupi Kahfi is 2.69 times, higher than the industry average of 1.14 times. So, the cafe generates more revenue for every 1 ringgit of asset. Similarly, Kupi Kahfi for fixed asset turnover ratio of 3.09 times is much higher than industry average of 1.40 times. This means the coffee more efficient utilization of fixed asset than the industry average. Now, let's look leverage ratio. Debt ratio for Kupi Kahfi is 10.51%, so this much lower than the industry average of 50%. The cafe relies less on debt and has a stronger financial position. The debt to equity ratio for Kupi Kahfi is 0.12 times. It's lower than the industry average of 1.42 times. This indicated that Kupi Kahfi has low financial risk. Finally, we have a profitability ratio. The gross profit margin ratio for Kupi Kahfi is 60.46%. It's much higher than the industry average of 38%. This indicated that Kupi Kahfi has stronger control over cost goods sold and generate higher profit on each sales. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
So this is slide for common size analysis as a percentage of total revenue.
Common size analysis as a percentage of total revenue of Coffee Kahfi income statement for the years 2023 and 2024, which allow us to be better compare financial performance between 2 years. Cost of goods sold. In 2023, cost of goods sold account for 49.11% of total revenue. In 2024, this amount is decreased to 39.54%. This is showing improvement cost management and operational efficiency. Next, we look at gross profit. Gross profit in 2023 was 50.89% of total revenue. By 2024, this amount is increased significantly to 60.46%. For total operating expenses, these expenses were 27.32%. of revenue in 2023, but slightly increased to 30.70% in 2024. For net profit, in 2023, the company retained 23.58% of revenue as net profit. This improved to 29.76% in 2024, reflecting enhanced overall profitable and financial performance. The analysis shows that Kupi Kahfi has made significant progress in managing costs and improving profitability.
You can also see a slide for a trend analysis.
Trend analysis. Percentage change from 2023 to 2024. Trend analysis is a method used to evaluate data over a certain period to identify patterns, trends, and change. The trend analysis between 2023 and 2024 shows a great improvement in Kupi Kahfi's financial performance. The revenue is increased. The representative growth of 9.08%. For cost of goods sold, COGS is decreased. This makes a reduction of 12.16%. For gross profit, this is calculated by subtracting COGS from revenue. This gross profit is increased, which is a positive indicator of profitability. For operating expenses is increased, reflecting to 22.58%.
I want to talk today about trend analysis for Kupi Kahfi and give some recommendation to improve the financial performance and maintain a good financial health for the cafe. The trend analysis between 2023 and 2024 show a good improvement in financial performance for the cafe. The total revenue increased by 47,008 ringgit, Malaysian ringgit. This is 9.08% in gross, which is reflects that the cafe has more sales and income in 2024. Some of the recommendation for the cafe is like fix liquidity problems. This take about 1 to 6 months, and also use small loans for growth. This is take about 6 to 12 months, and also control operating costs. This is considered an ongoing process, should be on the cafe for a long term, and protect the gross profit margin. This will take also about 1 to 3 months. This all for me. My group mate Fatih, he will continue for the rest of the recommendation for the cafe.
I will be presenting about two strategies to protect gross profit margin, 0 to 3 months, and their implementation timeline. First of all, the strategy develop a fixed price contract, which is with the main supplier to avoid sudden cost increase. The second strategy is combo offer, such as coffee paired with a snack at a small discount to attract more customers. The implementation period for this strategy is 3 months, with regular monitoring to ensure cost and profit stability. The next slide is monitor progress and plan risk monthly. First, we have financial performance review. Use simple tools like Excel to monitor cash flow, inventory levels, and profit margin. Second, we have the purpose of monitoring, evaluate the effectiveness of strategy and identity risk early. Finally, take action, identity weaknesses, make adjustment, and monitor regularly for long-term success. The last slide is resource needed for implementation. First, staff training for inventory control and simple monitoring system. The second, financial advice for loan or grants. The third is a promotional budget for a small campaign and combo offer. The last, budget monitoring tools and basic financial investment system. In conclusion, with the right resource and consistent monitoring, this strategy can be effectively implemented to ensure the success of Kupi Kahfi.
In conclusion, Kupi Kahfi use its asset very efficiently to generate sales better than most competitors. Costs are well controlled and the pricing strategy works well. The company might face problem paying short-term bills because its current ratio is 1.23, is lower than industry average, which is 1.80. It holds too much inventory, 10,200 ringgit, which can tie up cash and cause inefficiencies. Kupi Kahfi can improve the company with managed inventory better, only buying what is needed to save money and free up cash. Second, consider borrowing money for expansion since the company take on very little debt, which limit growth opportunities. Third, find ways to reduce unnecessary expenses to keep profits strong while growing.